is that your current condominium documents refer that the requirements are based on the city of Pompano requirements. So at this point, Board of Directors, it is for your discussion.
Okay. By the way, I have the letter. I have the letter here that Fonnie sent to you, and in the letter with the contractors, she noted to you that please note that these contractors are mere suggestion, and you may feel to contact any licensed and insured contractor. So she let you know that these people have nothing, that we have nothing to do with them, and it was just a way to you to find out what your issue was. So it's not a building issue. And this is going back 2 years, and there's no permit that we can find. So I recommend that we issue a $100 fine until this floor is corrected and this unit owner can sleep in peace. Anybody want to second the fine? My motion.
Anybody want a second, or anyone else have comments?
I'll second it.
Lorraine
Okay.
said, Lorraine said yes.
Oh, we vote now?
Vote.
Yeah, in favor.
Oh, everyone's voting?
How many do we have?
Can you make your yeses clear?
Yes.
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 Richard?
Yes.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, I think
Look,
I'd like to,
corrected, we will bring it back up again. So please, let's get that floor corrected so everybody can live in peace.
Richard, you were saying something?
yeah, just wanted to say, I think it's, the issue is larger than just whether you get a fine or not, or whether someone gets a fine. You know, we all bought apartments here. You get what you get when you buy it. That's why they say buyer beware. We don't know everything. I mean, I had things that I had to correct in my apartment, which looked fine, but wasn't up to code. You know, I had an inspector come when I bought the apartment. He's just an inspector. He doesn't do everything as far as code. He's looking for the general appearance of the apartment. So between that and the fact that things change, laws change, we have to adapt to those changes. It's just part of what it is. And the city of Pompano, which Fanny referred to, you know, has code on what's required in flooring, even though we don't have a specific code other than the fact that you have to have an underlayment or a sound barrier.
55.
When we don't have that,
For the
the
requirement,
document, when we don't have that, it reverts back to the code, the law that the city has. They have jurisdiction. So I understand you said that you presented a sample of what you have underneath your floor to the office. Is that correct?
This is what you gave us recommendation, to open the floor and to make as you know, just you know,
That's,
like
that's not my question. You said, I believe you said that you opened the floor and you gave what's underneath the floor,
yes,
soundproofing to the office, right?
They
yes.
gave us a sample sheet. That's not, and I spoke to the contractor, that's not the specific specs for her soundproofing. That's just the sheet that he found in comparison. But Stuart and I were on the phone with the contractor when we were told that's not the specific what's on her flooring. They don't have anything specific to her flooring because they didn't do it and they didn't put it down.
We'll let Jackson open that.
Okay.
the tile still,
Clarify one thing with the board of directors. I just want to make sure on the fine. Stuart, you have the copy of the letter too as well? Letter that we sent. We advise that
a copy.
The board could, that the board can levy daily fines of $100 per day up to $1,000. So I just want to make sure that, did the board just decide to levy 100 only, or are you doing 100 up to 1,000, just so it's clear?
100 only.
Today, my motion was a $100 fine with the stipulation that if this is not corrected, we will revisit this and we will refine.
Okay, perfect, just so that it's clear, thank you. Okay, does anyone else on the board have further comment on this?
No,
Go to sleep.
Okay, so then are we good to move on to the next?
yes.
Okay,
1805.
so 1805,
There is
1805 is a complaint. I'm sorry, ma'am, we've moved on now. Please, we're taking the floor back. Thank you. The next consideration is for levying a fine for unit 1805. There have been complaints that there is smoke coming from this unit. And unfortunately, we continue to get those complaints. So that's why it's for consideration of levying a fine. Board,
Just to clarify, cigarette smoke?
correct, yes.
So,
Have we got any photographs or anything to back it up?
Andrew, what happened here is that we have received constant complaints for over 1 year about smoke coming from this apartment, from a unit owner on the floor. We weren't able to corroborate and we weren't able to do anything. Unit owner says that she doesn't smoke at all. Now, coincidentally, the people who live around her now are also launching the same complaint. So we have the same complaint coming from 3 different locations surrounding this apartment. This person said that they don't smoke, but I will tell you that 2 weeks ago, I exited the parking garage in my car and I was behind this person. And this person pulled over when they got to Riverside, took out a cigarette and lit it up in front of me. So I do know that the person does smoke. So I would say the circumstantial evidence here is adequate that this person should receive a fine.
Okay, understood.
Okay, any other
I
comment?
also think, think because of the severity of the issue, because it's been ongoing for a long time, I would propose a maximum fine. This is not a first time offense. Well, whatever it is, all I'm saying is that the complaints have been going for a very long time. And on top of that, the
We
person,
apologize because
based on
we
Stuart's
never-
comments,
Howard, we never had corroborating evidence before, that's why.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm talking about that they've been lying to us.
Yes.
Okay?
By the way,
That's-
this unit owner will not allow the exterminator into her unit for over 2 years now. And I think that part of the problem is because the exterminator would then smell all the smoke that's emanating from that unit.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what, you guys know the rules a little better than me, but I would propose a maximum fine. I think that her behavior is egregious. I
Yes.
think that because we were lenient because we could not get corroborating evidence until recently. I'm sorry. I think this is unacceptable.
Thank you, I agree.
Okay,
I make a motion that we fine unit number 1805 $100, which is the maximum we're allowed to do, for violating the no smoking rule and smoking on common areas and in her unit.
I second it.
We get further complaints, we'll fine again next month.
That's right.
Okay?
All in favor?
aye,
Yes.
right,
I will say yes, but I will also say that if there are other unit owners as well in the vicinity that are complaining, the way to handle it, in my opinion, is that they have to document their complaints, and then that could be considered a nuisance,
Yes.
and something can be done about it.
Well, I think this $100 will send a notice to the person that we're not messing around anymore and it has to stop.
Need a second.
Yep.
So You
made
made
the
the
motion.
motion. Is there a second?
A second.
Second and voted on, it's unanimous.
Okay.
All right. Before we adjourn, just to let everybody who is online here know that there is a second board meeting tomorrow just to vote on a couple of items that we couldn't get onto the agenda for today. It will be maybe a 5 or 10-minute meeting at the most. So you're invited back to Zoom again if you want to attend tomorrow's meeting. We're scheduled for that at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
I have something to tell you after we finish.
Okay.
I wanted a couple of minutes with just the board after this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Yeah, in favor.
Thank you, everybody.
Can you get it where it's just the board left, Stuart? Or
I can't, Bill has to do that, or Fanny has to do that
Bill,
from her.
whoever's driving?
Trying to find where it says move on.
Troubled everybody is waiting.
I still see Dimitri up there.
Fanny, you need to log the people out, Fanny.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
doing it
sorry.
now.
Okay. Hello?
One second.
Wait a second.
It's here, remove all.
Just, why don't you just close it and we could start again?
You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna end it.
We're gonna end it and we'll just log back in.
We'll just log back in. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay.